Hey everybody, welcome back to Spinach Salad. I'm Sal, and today I'm going to be showing you the best games in Game Builder Garage that I got to play in April of 2022. Today is May 1st, 2022, and I am recording this very short notice because it's hard. I try to do this first Sunday of every month, so try to get it out there, but these kinds of months it's kind of tough. Anyway, we got some great games for you this month. I didn't get the chance to play Game Builder Garage too much this month because I was super busy with other things, so there are going to be probably fewer games in this recap, but I may get to dedicate more time to each one of them. And trust me, they're all amazing. Trust me, you're going to love them. Trust me, leave a comment in the comment section below on what you think of these games. And a lot of them are from the same creators because I went through a burst where I played every single game from every single creator, and some of these creators had like dozens of games. So, and they were all very good. So you're going to see that a lot in this recap. Anyway, let's get right into it. The very first game here is the best game in my opinion that I played all month. It's called Twin Rat Treasure Hunt version 1.1, at least that's what I could translate. It's a puzzle adventure where you get to play as two girls who are dressed up as little miceys. So let's go play it. So to start the game, you press the R button, and it tells you how to play in-game. You have to read Japanese to understand it, but here we have two girls. You switch with the X button, so if I press X, I can switch between them, and it tells me where the other girl is. If, you know, like I'm over here and I'm like, wait, where did she go? Where's my other character? I can either press X and I'll be right back here, or there's a giant arrow pointing where she is. So that's pretty useful. So the left stick is to move, the right stick is to move the camera, X is to switch between them, and then A is jump. And you have to solve a series of puzzles to break these crates in the middle and get the treasure chest. And it's very fun and very interesting. If you love puzzle adventures, you're going to love this. I'll give you a preview of what some of them look like. This one you have to figure out with the platforms, how to get the platforms all balanced so you can get up there and press the buttons. There's a maze. I don't know if I'm going in the wrong direction from the maze. No, here it is. So there's this maze you have to solve, and each puzzle, by the way, you need both girls to do it. It's not like, hey, choose your character. You need two people, or not two people, just you need to use both characters in order to do this. This is a one-player game. So you have to shuffle these pieces around in this maze to get to the button over there, and when you press the button, eventually you'll get to go up there. See these things. They each have a thing on them that will detonate a crate, and you'll be able to get the treasure chest above. I would 100% recommend this game. It's better than 10 out of 10. It's absolutely incredible, and I would definitely say that you should check this out. Next up, we have another game by Xaero called Twinbot, and it is a close second place. Like, this is nearly tied with Twin Rat Treasure Hunt because this is super good. I don't know how he did this, much less how he only did it in 495 nodons because it feels like he used 49,000. And it feels like it could be a standalone game all on its own. I'm going to show you how it goes. This is the introduction, by the way. At first I was freaked out, but this is just a little intro. And once you hear the camera click and they turn around, you can move freely. You move one at a time. So right now I'm the white one and the black one's underneath there. As per usual with the best creators, it tells you how to play the game. The left stick lets you move the little robot. I already fell off. Yay me! A is jump, and then X is to switch between them. And then the right stick is the camera. So now I'm this one, and as you can see, my little buddy's up there because we switched. And when I played this on Twitch, I played this live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/pinksal. I think it was Reshiram who was like, how did he make the gravity work with this? And I don't know how he made the gravity work with this, or the fact that the yellow dot in the top right corner is only blinking and not solid. But we're in this little room together, and we have to solve these little puzzles, and these little puzzles end up with the little bots having to go on those little squares together. And once we do, we unlock the next section. Yay! And there's even an arrow telling us what to do. And there's more instructions here. Again, they're all in Japanese, but it's pretty simple enough that you can figure it out. And watch this. This is my favorite part, basically. Whee! I've never seen that before. I haven't seen... You'd think as simple as a mechanic as this is, I would have seen it before in Game Builder Garage. No, I've never seen anybody do this before. And I fell in love with it from the start, but this just set it over the top for me. It's such a cute game, such a fun game. It keeps going. It's a little puzzle adventure you get to play, and I would 10 million out of 10 recommend this super fun game. Next up, we have another fun game called White, Black, and Gray Level 2, and this creator's name is Miya Niban, I think, according to my translation. This was submitted to me on my Discord by a friend of the community, and it's unbelievable. I'm gonna spoil this right here. You can ledge grab in this. I've never seen anybody create ledge grabbing in Game Builder Garage, but this guy did it. I'm not sure how, but it's super cool. I'm gonna give you a preview of this game. And like all good creators, he tells us how to play the game. The left stick lets you move left and right, B lets you jump, and then Y lets you dash. That's what it is. See? Whee! You can only dash once at a time, I think. And the goal here, it's telling you what to do. Again, Japanese, not super helpful if you don't speak Japanese. Oh, and I forgot. So it respawns you here. You don't have to go through a waiting period or anything if you mess up. So what you need to do here is figure out, how do I get over here? You're supposed to dash, ledge grab, and come here next. Now if I die here, it's a checkpoint, so it automatically brings me right back here. Boing! And that hurts me. We learned that that hurts us, and then we can continue on. I like how the game explains itself while not explaining every single thing about it. Like, it tells you how to play, but it's not like, you know, Omo Chow telling you how to play. And little things like, hey, how does this work? Like this. Oh, how does that work? You figure out, oh, this is solid. And it's on a timer. Whee! Alright, this is a super fun game. I'll let you play the rest out for yourself. I love it, and I would highly recommend that you check it out. So I'm not part of this collaboration, and I haven't been keeping up with it. I didn't even know it was a collaboration at first because I went into these creators' programmers' IDs to find these games, but Stedankel and Dallas have been working on this Mario Star Scramble game. In my March recap, I mistakenly said it was Stedankel's idea. Apparently it was Dallas's idea, and I just checked Dallas's page. He doesn't have this game on his page right now. Not that I could find. He has Mario Star Scramble 1.1 and 1.2, but I didn't find the hub. So Stedankel currently has the hub on his programmer page. I don't know if that'll change. I'll put Dallas's programmer ID in the description below so that you can still get this game if Stedankel deletes it, but Dallas uploads it. Anyway, if you already know Mario Star Scramble, first of all, you should go download Dallas's games from that. And then this hub is beautiful. It's gorgeous, perfect in every way, and I just want to show you it. Welcome! So if you have, I think just 1.1 works right now, I would assume because the door's open. I don't know if 1.2 works, but then he also set up 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, hi Luigi, and 1.6. And I think 6 is the maximum. No, it's not the maximum. No, it is the maximum of swap game node-ons for different swap games that you can use. And then this is 7. I actually don't know why some of these doors are open and why some of them aren't. And I don't think this is the finished version either, because you can see this line here. This needs to be adjusted and stuff. Not to point out mistakes or anything, just pointing out this is not the final version. And then there's a boss door, number 8. I don't know how they're gonna do that with the swap game node on and everything. Maybe they'll make 2 games, and I don't know, 2 games that are the same thing. But yeah, it's really cool, very beautiful, wonderful custom music, wonderful custom sprites. And there's this little lock here. I don't know what's going on here, but if you wanted a preview into what Stedankel and Dallas are working on, this is an awesome game to go check out. Now, I'm gonna apologize in advance for the fact that most of these games this month are in Japanese. I was on a Japanese kick. You can't deny they make great games. The only downside is we can't read them, but most of them aren't super complicated to the point where you absolutely need to translate everything. This one, I did need to translate the title after I played the game just to make sure it was what I thought it was. I couldn't get a perfect translation of it. It's basically something along the lines of C with Sonar tech. Because in this game, you're a person Odon, you got a hammer, you got a radar, and you gotta defeat enemies, except you can't see them, they're invisible, but they will show up on your radar. And you gotta figure it out and go through different rooms. And I'll give you a preview of what I'm talking about, because I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. But it's a super cool 10 out of 10 game. And the creator's name is Shinichi. So press A to start. There's a cutscene here, so you don't actually do anything at this part. The person Udon walks forward after the door opens, and then once he stops and the camera switches, it tells you how to play the game. Again, creators, if you want to make an amazing 10 out of 10 game, please tell me how to play the game, because that's awesome. So the left stick is to move, and then A is to whack your little hammer. I like how we did the detailing on this hammer. It's not just a cylinder note on. Oh, I forgot at what point the enemy was. Anyway, you could see that radar. You could see there was an enemy on my radar, and you have to figure that out. So that little white dot that's going to appear up here, I am in the center right here, right? And I'm gonna start hearing a dot. Yep, he's approaching me. And we got him. They're invisible, which is, I didn't understand it at first. What's it showing me? What's it doing? But now I understand, and now I think it's super cool. And you can see this giant circle around us, the sensor. This is, in essentially this. And we're in the center, and it's telling us where the enemies could be. So I just heard one. We got it. Yay! The hitboxes, in my opinion, I don't know how the hitboxes are supposed to go because they're invisible. But I think they're pretty fair. Oh. I almost didn't make that one. The timing's pretty fair too. It's a pretty fair game. There's no checkpoints, but it's not extremely lengthy or extremely hard. So yeah, I would recommend you check this out because it's a very unique idea I've never seen before. Or if I have seen elements of it, I've never seen these elements put together like this. It was a super cool idea that was executed very well by Shinichi. So to be clear, I don't know the full story between Toonkota's thing with this. He deleted this game not long after he uploaded it, and then he uploaded it again without making any changes. Like, I thought he took it down to adjust it, like he didn't like something about it, but it's got the same date on it that it did before, I believe. So, I don't know, but I've checked his program ID periodically to see if he'd ever re-upload it, because I first saw this on the Japanese YouTube channel for Nintendo, and when they played this game, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy awesome. He also uploaded it to HydePine and Twitter, I think, and it's super cool, unique, and interesting, and done very well. There's no checkpoints in it, but it's still fun enough to the point where you can play through it and beat it and have fun with it. So I'll give you a preview of Toonkota's creation here called Blackboard Adventure. Again, great creator, tells us how to play the game. The left stick moves this piece of chalk. To move the person, we use ZL and ZR, or L and R, as I'm doing right now. And A is to draw, so I'm gonna draw a little path here. And I think this is using a launch object nodon. I think it's using 100, because eventually, like, if I keep drawing, the nodons, or the boxes I put down before, will start disappearing. Let's see how long it takes to get there. Yeah, see? There is a limit to how much you can do, but it's not a bad limit, because it's 100, and your person's pretty small, and, like, these stairs you have to make aren't that bad. The challenges do get harder as you go along, but it's not, like, an impossible kind of hard. So it's pretty fair. You have to collect these little coins, and you can't touch the ground. Obviously, if you touch the ground, I'll just show you what happens. You die if you touch the ground, and then you restart. So it's weird because these like indicate checkpoints, but I don't think there's any checkpoints in this game. If there are, I'm not sure how to activate them. But if you touch the ground and get off the platforms in the middle of the blackboard, you will die. The goal is to collect these coins. I think there's 4 rooms or something like that you have to get. And you just go along your happy, merry little way, collecting these coins and doing your thing. And it's really, really fun. I was actually wondering if it would be possible to take this and make it like a touch nodon effect where I still move like this. Like there's an option to move freely, but then also moving at the same time while you're touching the screen and then drawing like this. That would be cool too. And it only takes up 366 nodons, so I think it's possible. Anyway, I'm rambling. Go play this game. It's really fun. Let's get on to the next one. The legendary Scrubz has returned with another super... Okay, so I don't think he changed anything in this game. The original is by Dom, Mousey's Cheese Maze. If you want that, the idea is G-003-MK1-757 But get ready to meet your new BFF, Mousey's Compressed Maze. When I first saw the thumbnail to this, I think I laughed for 2 minutes straight because it was so funny. I think the only thing that Scrubz changed in this, because the nodon and connections are the same as the original, is I think he just changed the textures, but he like, instead of, he made it look like they were compressed. I'll let you see it. It's really funny. I love how you can't read anything. Even the credits, when the credits come up at the end, you can't read them. Look at Mousey, he's so compressed. Even the cheese is compressed. I'm assuming he used an Arduino to do this or something. I'm assuming he didn't do this by hand. Maybe he did. But everything is just so compressed. It's so awesome. Even the cat at the end, when you face the cat in the UFO, it is so compressed. But look at this. I love how he changed the textures of basically everything. It made it look really funny. I really enjoy this. I've played a lot of Mousey's Mousey's Cheese Maze remixes, and this one made me laugh the hardest, I think. It's just really, really good. Don't worry guys, I played some English games too. Or maybe Gold Yoshi's secretly Japanese, who knows. Anyway, Super Crate Destroyer 3D update. He made Super Crate Destroyer, a few different versions of it, and they're all really good. There was one, I think it's the one at night with the UFOs. There is one crate that's like weird. You have to like angle it inside this non-transparent building thing. But the rest of them are 10 out of 10, super amazing, super fun. This one's the update version, and I want to show you how cool it is. Alright. Use ZR to shoot your weapon. Destroy all 8 crates to win. Numbered boxes tell you how many crates you've destroyed, and these are the numbered boxes, by the way. So we've destroyed 0 so far. Use the directional buttons to move the raft. Don't touch water. If you touch water, then you just respawn. So you're fine. It doesn't restart the game, so you're fine. So use the D-pad to move this raft. I've seen multiple people use this concept, actually. I don't know who originally came up with it at all. It's super fun. So here's another numbered box. We gotta get to that crate. And I think, do one of these break? I remember one version of them. One of these break. I don't remember which one it is. So ZR, shoot the weapon. We got it! Little fireworks! I'm just gonna jump off here, and then I will respawn right back here. Nice. I like that. Look at that. Look at that face. And the numbered boxes update. Now we're updated to 1. And now we continue. There's a crate right there. ZR. Boom. And there's apparently a little area down here. It's fine that we dropped. I know I'm supposed to bring this little thing over here. I'll do the non-cheating version. Don't worry, I can be authentic. Let's go! Woo! We did it! So there's 8 of them you have to destroy. I just gave a small preview here. I don't want to show off everything in the game. I purposefully made sure the camera didn't pan everywhere. This was a super fun little platforming adventure game when I first played it. I love all the versions he made of it. This one's the update version. Each version's like slightly different, but they're all really good. So I would recommend you check out both this game ID and Gold Yoshi's programmer ID because these are really fun games. Alright, now we get to the part of the recap where I play games that I didn't really rate. I played them, but they don't have a number assigned to them. So this first one, we're gonna get, first 2 I'm gonna show are both by, actually no, the first 3. The first 3 are all by Xaero. And the first 2 are 3D models, and the third one, I rated it an impressive out of 10, and you'll see why. But First of all, this one's really funny because it's a node-on max out, but it's literally just a 3D model. It's a fully working person model. I'm just gonna show you. I forgot to mention the title. The title, it translated, is Testing the Movement of the Robot. Anyway, he tells you how to play, even though, I mean, there's literally nothing here but a couple crates in this robot. He took up all the node-ons doing this. Like, if you go into the programming screen, he just did a bunch of crazy awesomeness with wormholes and whatever genius this is to make all of this work. This is where the node-ons went, in case you were wondering. So I'm able to jump with B. Well, it tells you how to play. Right stick is camera, left stick is movement, B is jump, and then Y, X, A each does something different. So X makes you pose like this. Y makes you kick up. And then A, you can hold A to make this happen. If you just click A once, you just do one of those motions. I think this is incredible. This is the most you could possibly do, obviously, because it's a 512 node-on max out 3D model demonstration. And it's super cool. He did a really nice job with the design and the mechanics and the posing and everything. Very fun. Just like in real life when you have one of those, I don't know what they're called. They're like action figures sort of, but they look like this. They're not like, they don't look like Captain America or anything. So anyway, if you're interested in 3D models and just fun little games like this, check this out. Check Testing the Movement of the Robot. I'm gonna remember to translate this one this time. This is called Test of 4 Seasons Rotation, also by Xaero. It's a 3D model, except I'm not the 3D model this time. Hello, I am a person node-on, and I can move and jump. A is jump, the left stick is to move, and the right stick does not control the camera, unlike all the other games we played. But you've got this little area here you can explore. Obviously, this world node-on that was used has no ground. This is all built from scratch. I don't think I can go in the wagon. I can go in the pool with the tuna down there, go swimming with the fishes down there, but I can't get out once I go in there. Okay, let's do previous season, next season. R is next season. Look, it's summer now! You see the change? One of the changes is these little lanterns. And another change is the cherry blossoms are gone. So we start with a pink tree, and now we have a green tree for summer. And then in fall, not only does the music change, but the tree is now orange, the ground is now orange, and there's hay in here! Woohoo! You can move this around a little bit. And now in winter, the hay is still there. The pool is now ice, or at least it was until I walked on it. It's thin ice. Be careful. And now there's snow on the trees, and snow on the roof, and when you go back you can see the snow explodes, and we're in spring again, yay! And I'm stuck here with the tuna, and the tuna's gonna kill me. Anyway, I thought this was a really fun and really cute little demonstration of this 3D model diorama that's interactive, because you can go through all the scenes. Oh my goodness, that was haptic, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to go that fast. If you think this is cool, let me know. The translation of this game, I think, is the more I burn, the more meat I cook. And this was a very interesting game. You mash A, wait to press X, and then get your result. But you can also play on the TV, which I've never seen before. This month I saw a lot of things I've never seen before. Oh, I actually saw, I want to show you one more thing after this, really quickly. I'm sorry this episode has been so long. After we're done with this, one more thing, and then we'll wrap up. So here we have a nice fire, A to start, or we can just do this where we're on the TV and it's us versus the hippo. I have never seen anybody do this before. And not only did he make the TV playable, but we're playing as a fluff ball. Who couldn't love that? We're playing as an adorable little fluff ball in this little Game & Watch-esque game. I guess it would be like a Game Boy. Also, the fluff ball jumps if you explode. But you can restart right away if you want to. Whee! You don't have to click down on the stick, you can just move the right stick and then it'll work. I love how he did this. I don't know how he did it so smoothly, so cleanly. It looks like I'm in the TV. Even though the TV screen is still there, you wouldn't know it. It's so cool. I'm super distracted. We need to play the actual game. Yay! We got 7848. Let's go! I'm cooking meat on a stick. And then what happens, if you were wondering, you can beat the game on the TV here. If you do end up beating this game on the TV, I don't know if I should spoil it. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but basically, this game goes on for, I don't know how long it goes on for, like 30 seconds or something. And once you beat the game, once the time's up and you've survived long enough with all these hippos trying to kill you, something happens. And it's really funny and really unexpected, and I'm gonna spoil it. That was fun. Okay, last thing. This is a 10 out of 10 game. I ran out of time, guys. I'm sorry. We're pretty far into the recording at this point. Translation of this game is cooperation, super current pair rod, according to my translator. I don't know if that's correct, although judging by the double characters up at the top here, I would say the pair is correct. And the thing I want to show you, I will show you part of the game, but I want to show you the programming screen because he did something there I have never seen before. Hello! I don't know, I didn't speak at first. I guess I was just listening to music. Anyway, it tells you how to play. The left stick is the pink one up there. You can make this rod go up, and then with the blue one, you make it go down. Blue is the right stick. And you angle it by moving one but not the other. Alright, let's go. So these little flags are checkpoints, and if you touch any of these orange things, you automatically die. So we start off simple. Whoop. And then it gets trickier as we go along. Not yet, but like we're slowly getting into a slightly higher difficulty every single time. It's never unfair. There's always a checkpoint nearby. It always lets you continue even when it's hard. You don't run out of lives or anything. You are timed. You are timed down there, but that's not a horrible thing. And there's no penalty or anything. Whee! So you keep going, hit the checkpoints, and I won't spoil everything for you. What I wanted to show is the programming screen. So what OffGao decided to do is that little chime you hear in the beginning, he actually included it in another game of his. I think it was I can't go home until I destroy 100 Ultra Super Hypermasters. Anyway, that game's another amazing game. I didn't have time, I'm sorry. But he made it so it's like this relaxing little thing in here where he purposely made it so this little strip of music here plays while you're in the programming screen, and you have a nice fireplace in the background, which this does not appear anywhere else in this game during your duration of playing it. He just made this nice and cozy programming screen, which is super unique. Most good programmers purposefully make it so the music is muted and all sound effects are muted. So if you're looking around the programmer screen, you don't constantly have a playing, but he did this on purpose, and it's beautiful, and I love the fireplace in the background, so it worked out perfectly when I was looking around at the code and it wasn't dead silence. Anyway, that is the conclusion of this month's recap. We are way too far into the recording. I always go long. I try not to, and I always go long. I even cut down the number of games for this one. I still went long. So that's the conclusion. I'm not going to show any more games, but I will warn you, this is one of your last warnings. On June 11th, if any game has not been downloaded, since June 11th, that game will be terminated from the Nintendo servers. So let's say you upload a game June 11th. When June 11th hits, if nobody has downloaded your game, it will be deleted from the server. It'll still be on your Switch. If you still have it on your Switch, it won't delete anything on your Switch, but if it's up in the cloud, up on the internet, it will be gone. And the same goes if you uploaded something August 7th and nobody downloaded it. It will be deleted August 7th. So what I have been trying to do is I've been trying to go through as many programmer IDs as I possibly can, whether I've played the games or not, and I have tried to download every single game I possibly can to renew them. This renewal begins April 21st. It's not April 21st right now, it's like way later as of this recording, but I have downloaded thousands of games, hundreds of programmers. I don't know if I got to you yet. If you are worried about this and you want to be on the list so I can renew it, or at least I can keep track of it in my spreadsheet, just comment below and I'll try to see if you're there or not, and I'll let you know. And this is like a yearly, forever thing. So if everyone literally stops playing Game of the Garage, the servers will be empty, which will be very sad. So I'm trying to preserve what I can, and that's all I got. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for creating, staying alive. One thing I've noticed when I've been downloading these programmers games is a lot of them are inactive. I'd say like half of all players at least were inactive after June, but I'm glad to see in my list that there are still so many active creators, active good creators who create such great games. Like Xaero, who I showcased like half of this recap, he left. Like October, gone. But in April he came back, or March or April, I forgot. And that was awesome. So I'm glad that some creators that were inactive have come back and become more active. I think the current world record I found is Kaio. He created that Earthbound game. It was like Earthbound Find a Way Out. He created another game, April 6th. And that was crazy that he came back. I'm glad he did, and I hope more people do. I hope more people return to Game of the Garage, because I love this game, and I hope other people can enjoy it too. So, again, I've said it like 10 times now. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll make another recap. Hopefully my life won't get too crazy. There's some changes that are going to be happening in my life in May. But hopefully I'll still be able to provide something for you guys. Alright, take care everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!